welcome back to the Polymer Clay channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make some snowflakes. Now snowflakes with a cutter, kind of boring, so I have come up with some cool things that you can do with them that make them a bit different. So here we go. Thanks for watching the tutorial. So this is the show and tell part where I talk about what I've made, what I liked, what I didn't like, and basically how you can do better. Now I quite often come up with a lot of ideas when I'm doing the show and tell part, which is kind of another reason why I do it, because it just gives a little bit of interest, but also I think, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, and then I write some notes when I've finished. I'm like, so yeah, this is another reason why I do it. Anyway, let's start. So I can't remember which order I did them in, so I am going to go with this one. So this is a simple snowflake. Now these come from Lakeland or something like that. I have got them linked in a video and I can't remember which one, but if you were interested I will link them. Quite often though, I've been told that they either are really expensive or cannot be shipped to certain areas, and I'm sorry about that. I bought these years ago. They were only about, I don't know, £10 or something, and I got about 6 in a pack. I like them because they've got the cutouts pre-done. Now you can do them without, and I will show that in a future video, so you can make a basic star and then you can use other things to make the cutouts. So these are really, really simple. I would recommend thick clay, so nothing any thinner than that, because otherwise they do get a bit unstable on the basis that they've got holes in them. And yeah, cut them out and then put a little hole in the top there, and that is it. But the cool thing is that I came up with this one is cut round the bit that you've got left. Now this came out of that, so you can see the edging here, and yeah, it just, I mean, this doesn't fit in this anymore on the basis that I moved it and cut the edging and things like that. But then I thought, what a cool idea. So not only have you got the star itself or the snowflake itself, but you've got the outer bit. I mean, what you could do here is dangle something in the middle. Apparently that didn't look very good, so I took it out. But yeah, it's just, you could put also liquid polymer clay in here, so you would actually have something in the middle as well, and you could put some glitter in it or something. You could have a solid kind of bit in the middle. But yeah, I'd never done that before, and I thought, well, you know, it's there, let's cut it out and see what it does. And then I just baked it on the tile that I made it on, and that looks just as cool. Now I did them in different colours, obviously, because this one's got like a holographic sort of look to it, and I forget what it's called, but all of these glitters are from Smiley's glitter store, and they are linked in the description because they are absolutely beautiful glitter. And then this one, the glitter came from Temu, believe it or not, and it is a really, really thick, very fine, thick but fine, I don't know how to describe that. It's really fine, but there's a lot of it. So I put some adhesive on this, or liquid polymer clay, if I'm honest, can't remember. So yeah, and it sticks wonderfully. Now, is there transfer? No, there's no transfer, which is brilliant. So I will link that one in the description as well. It's a couple of pounds from Temu, really, really good stuff. So that is that one. So this is the next one. This is also a snowflake from the same pack, so the Lakeland ones again. But the difference that I did is I popped out the middle part and I kept it. And then I stuck it slightly off center, which means it has almost a 3D effect. So you can't really see it from the front, as I now realise, but it does actually give it a cool look. So it makes it a little bit more 3D and gives it a little bit more interest. The other way you could do it is literally remove it completely, and then, like I said, for the other one, you could put some liquid polymer clay in it, or you could put liquid polymer clay with alcohol inks. That would look really cool, have like a swirly pattern in the middle or something. There are so many things you could do with these, but for sake of ease, I wanted to make something that was really, really simple, and like I said in my last video, something you can make a lot of as well. So if you're the type of person that likes a lot of Christmas decorations that are similar on your Christmas tree, this would be a simple way to do lots of them. So yeah, nice and close up. The glitter I used on this was a mixture of mica powder, which is on the edging there, which has given it that kind of gold look, but also some glitter from Smiley's glitter store again. So I want to make something a bit more different for number 3. Now, I'm not too sure about this, you're going to have to let me know in the comments. Nice circle. Now normally a bauble has like a wiggly line. I now realise that. So I want to make something that was a little bit different from a snowflake. So I wanted to try this one. Now this is literally as simple as a circle cut out, nothing complicated. And then I've put some stripy glitter. Now this is quite thick. I think it's classed as crushed glass, and it's sort of like quite chunky. You'll be able to see it like that. And then, as you saw from the tutorial, I just put paper and sort of like a strip of, I think I used adhesive this time, liquid adhesive, and it's by Sculpey, and then put the paper and then just sprinkled it across, and it gave me a nice stripe. Now I don't think I'd have been able to do that had I not have the paper, but yeah, I thought it was a really cool way to do it. And then of course I threw some more glitter on it because you've got to at this time of year, and it's kind of like a, oh, what's it called? It's like a really fine, but it's iridescent, so it doesn't have chunky bits in it for this one. And then for the top I just made a simple kind of like flat piece with some spikes to give it the top of the bauble, and then strung it up like this. Now this is as simple as it gets. If you wanted to make them double-sided, you could, you just make them a bit thinner, but then you have to make and bake. So you have to do a bit, bake it, do a bit more, bake it, and it becomes a bit more complicated. So mine don't have backs at the moment, but yeah, if you wanted to do something like this, that would be really cool. Now the other way you could do it is if you cover it completely in this glitter first, and then you put the wiggly lines on it over the top, you're less likely to have the red, for example, if you did the red, mark all of the clay. So if you didn't have the paper, for example, and didn't want a straight line, you could do it that way, or you could make wiggly lines out of paper and then put them together and make it like that. There's lots of ways. But yeah, I don't often make the round ones because to me they're a bit more simple, but a bit boring. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you find this one a bit boring. But yeah, that is number 3. Now I've got a 4th one, and I don't know whereabouts this is going to be in the tutorial because I haven't obviously edited it yet because this is, you know, not edited Gail. But yeah, I don't know about these. I tried to put these in a star. Now, yeah, as you well know, if you've seen my flower, it flopped forward, it flopped back. I had a similar issue with this one, and what I've worked out is the wire that I'm using isn't strong enough and it doesn't hold the weight. So although I did make lots of beads for this, at least you know how to make the beads. I make them a bit squashed, but for Christmas decoration it doesn't matter. If you did want a perfect round ball, make it, and then you put it on some wire in the oven and make sure obviously it doesn't touch any sides. A good way to test it is if you slightly spin it and it's not sticking before you put it in the oven, it will bake without any kind of flat bits. Although because I covered mine in glitter, it didn't do that anyway, so I'm happy to say it worked. But yeah, all I did with this one is thread it on some wire, and then put the wire around it. Now, if you're going to do this, I would recommend getting a thinner wire. This is 1 mil. I'd go for 0.8, because it wraps easier and doesn't get pointy. Like for example, this bit here was a bit pointy, and it didn't sort of flow as nice. But yeah, I decided to pull them all apart to make them into this sort of cool sort of effect. So almost like an icicle. And I've got so many here. They're all basically the same. I've hung one up just so you can see how it would look with that on there. If they spin round, it's going to be quite a nice effect. But yeah, they just didn't work in a star, so I'm not going to do that anymore. But yeah, as I said, they're all the same. If you wanted to, you could string them together, I guess, so you could have them a bit longer if you wanted to, or you could have the same size beads all in one go. If you put it that way round, it does look more like an icicle, so top bigger to smaller, that works out too. But yeah, they didn't work as a star. So I'm going to come back to the drawing board on that one. What I might do is have a background like this and then put balls on them all the way up like this. Maybe I could do something like that, just to make it sort of different. But I'm going to try that. I've got a big list, but I'm going to try that in one of my other videos. So just sort of demonstrate maybe something like this, but this has the sort of the structure to hold it still. Possibly, I don't know. We'll try it out because I like trying out strange things anyway on this channel. So let me know in the comments which one is your favourite, and this is how you create very, very simple snowflake stars with polymer clay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. or some adhesive. I struggled to say that, you may notice. So yeah, I put that on, no, start again. Okay, so this is the next one. This is also a snowflake, and it also has a bit in the middle that it, mine are quite squashed quite often, but for a Christmas decor, mine are quite squashed, for example, but yeah, oh my god. So let me know which one's your favourite, and this is how you create lots of, no, what am I talking about? Well, I think I went, at the end there. Never mind. That was, oh, did I miss one? I've missed one. Oh, well, if you're watching the bloopers, there's an extra one for you. So this one is a similar one. Oh god, oh, this is just me. This is just, you know, unscripted, if you like. I made it in the same way, so I took the middle out, stacked it. The only difference is with this one is basically the ridiculous amount of holographic glitter that I put on this. If you love it, it does come from Smiley's Glitter Store, and yeah, it looks the same. And I've even dropped this on the floor just before filming and it didn't break, so it's always good. Again, the thickness is fairly thick on the basis that it works out better. Anyway, so there's your extra one for the bloopers.